Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV as we are playing with Milan in the Emperor expansion. Alright, so I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. I just pretty much played Last of Us through all day Saturday and then worked on Sunday. And so far I'm liking it. I'm pretty far. I'd say I'm probably about 16 hours in. If you're playing it as well, I'd love to hear your opinion of it so far. There's certain things I don't like about the game overall, but I've been having fun with the combat, and overall I've been enjoying it. But I don't really, I don't know what all the negative reviews are about in regards to that game. I've seen a lot of negative reviews. Not so much from the mainstream, gaming press, but more from user reviews. But I haven't read any of those because I want to kind of avoid spoilers. But I know that, there's certainly been a portion of the players that really don't like the game so far. From one of the complaints I've heard is the story. Now I can't really comment on that because obviously I haven't finished it yet, so I got to see where it's all going. But yeah, so far I am enjoying the game though. That's what I can say. So let's go ahead and get started in today's episode. There's a couple things we need to do right here from the start. So the first thing I want to do is take a look at our trust for, for all of our allies to see, I should be looking at their favors to see if we want to use some of our favors to increase trust, which I think we will. Any ones that, we have a lot of, we'll go ahead and do that with. Same thing here with the Austrians, and look at the papacy. We'll probably, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll pull their trust up a bit. Who else are we allied with? Oh yes, the Hungarians. Let's go and tick up their trust as well. All right, excellent. So we ticked up the trust a bit, and then the other thing I wanted to do is to go ahead and change up which provinces we are interested in. We did this in the beginning of the game. You can see that we still have the Swiss territories marked. We do need to mark any additional territories that we consider to be ours, which for me is going to be all Naples. All their territory here. Let's go ahead and say that we're interested in all of that. We'll do Genoa's last province as well, and the Venetians, and that should be good. We won't do Roma for right now. We don't want to cause any trouble with them. All right, excellent. So we've done that, and then the other thing I wanted to do is we're going to go ahead and ally with Castile. We have one slot left. And so I think that'd be a good use of that. Once we get our diplomat back, we'll... okay, we got our first trait. That's right, because we did just get our new ruler. He just became... he just came of age. And he has the kind-hearted trait, which is going to reduce our monthly war exhaustion, or will reduce war exhaustion faster every month, I should say. All right, so just waiting to get the diplomat back. And then what we're going to do with him is we're going to go ahead and start building up our spy network here against the Venetians, because I assume that they're going to be the next war. We'll try and get them conquered, get that last province taken from them. And other than that, it's really just Naples and Lucca and their alliance. Now, we do still need to get Genoa wiped out, but I do think we have to worry about the Austrians coming to help them. Speaking of the Austrians, looks like their emperor just died. And so now there'll be a new election, which it does look like the Austrians won again. They do have everybody voting for them, with the exception of the Bohemians, so not surprising. They typically seem to maintain. The AI typically seems to always keep it in Austrian hands, unless Austria just collapses, usually because of the player helped that happen. Let's see what these are about. Nothing all that important. No, there was peace with Genoa. I didn't see what the peace was. Now, this is big for us. This is going to get us 3 modifiers. So we're going to get the caravan power here. The caravan power is, again, just boost your trade power in the inland trade nodes. Since we're not really trading any of those nodes, it's not going to have that big of an impact. But it is going to give us 1 more merchant because we finished up the group, and then we're also going to get our last, national ideals up here, which is the stability cost modifier reduction. So let's go and grab that and get these additional benefits. That's also going to unlock new policies as well, since we have completed those. So we'll take a look and see what policies we have available. So we have 1 military, 1 available, and 1 admin. Now remember, we can only have 1 military policy that is free, which we already have modern siege weapons. So we would have to change this one over to this one, which is just not worth it in my opinion. movement speed is helps a little bit. Not that big of a deal. The trade efficiency is nice, but I would prefer to get the sieges done quicker personally. So we're going to keep that going there. As far as the admin one, we only have one choice, so we'll go with the banking system, which increases trade efficiency, and we'll get less interest for any loans we take. All right, excellent. So that should result in us earning even more money. Oh, and yes, we have another merchant as well, so we have to figure out where we want to place this merchant. I think there's really only two options, since we're already over here and over here. We could, of course, try and bring more trade down. You can see not very much is coming out of the Austrian trade node, and a lot of it's going further into Germany. So we could do that to bring more money there. I think it might be better to try and bring the money from here, though. Yeah, we have 18% trade power there. Yeah, this is what we'll do. We'll put our merchant here and have him transfer trade power. As of right now, we're transferring 1.09, so we'll see how much of an effect this has in 8 days. Let's see if that gets a lot higher. We're actually transferring less now. Interesting. I don't know why that is. But yeah, we're actually transferring less than we were. Quite strange. Quite strange indeed. Okay. We can try changing them up and bringing them down here and just seeing if this will change this up a bit. Right now we're transferring 0.51. Let's try sending the merchant we just sent to Valencia and seeing if this will be more worth it. So 0.51 here, and again, we went down here. I'm not entirely sure why that was. Let's see. Looks like we still have the merchant there. Gonna give it a little bit of a second here. So yeah, now it's still 1.08 despite the fact that we don't have a merchant here. And now if we look up here, yeah, we're getting 1.86 coming down. So that one's definitely the more profitable of the two options, I think. So again, earning very good money. We can actually go ahead and build some stuff. Let's go ahead and do that. So did we ever get the manufactory? We did not. We need to get this in our capital. I've been wanting to do this. And manufacturers don't seem like they're worth it to me just based on how expensive they are. I know they give you that extra good produce. It is helpful. But I don't know, man. It just seems like that's really expensive for how much money they actually earn you. What's happening over here? Oh, okay. Our ships are actually taking attrition over here. I thought they would avoid attrition. But apparently not. Yeah, these guys are dying here. Is it just because... Okay, so they're going into these sea zones here because we can't reach those with our supply ships, so therefore they are going to take attrition there. All right, well, this is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and cancel their mission, and let's just send them back home for right now. Let them repair up. So send them on over there and let them repair their damage they just took, and then we'll have to assign them somewhere else, clearly. As remember, these guys are still doing the hunting pirates here. And then we, of course, have those other 11 trade ships that are currently trading in Genoa. Just take a look where these guys are at so we can make sure we're paying attention to this. Oh, yes, that's right. We actually have these galleys here, which we need to upgrade some of them. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to merge this guy out here since he was already upgraded. Go ahead and mothball him so we can merge him with the other ships that we have here, the other galley ships. And then we'll just wait for those two to get up to 30%, or just really above 25%, mothbomb, and then let them join here as well. All right, so we now have 13 galleys, specifically war galleys. So what I want to do is take a look and see if these guys, they're not done yet. So we're going to have to wait just a minute. It looks like we did have a marriage. So we got a new heir. Oh, nice. And he's probably a babe as well with a 450. So his military is terrible, but overall he's above average. So it's better than nothing. Of course, we have our consort who's named Katerina, and she's not great. And then, of course, now we have the seat of the strong aristocrats in one of our provinces. Looks like it was in this province here. So what exactly does that one give? Again, how's this? I think this is going to actually impact us quite a bit because, yeah, it's going to increase the monthly autonomy here. Now let's see if it's actually increasing. It is not. We actually have enough modifiers. Very good, because this is one of our more profitable provinces, so we don't want that to be getting autonomy. So we'll go and agree to the arranged marriage with the Austrians, or maybe we shouldn't have because their legitimacy is incredibly low right now. Trying to increase that some. I almost want to use the military power to increase it a bit higher. We'd certainly have less issues. I think we will go ahead and do that since we're kind of really stocked up on the military power. And we are quite a bit ahead of tech as well. So let's go and strengthen our government. 97 military power to get 10 legitimacy. Just kind of tick that up some. And actually start get some modifiers here. I think that'd be helpful. So we do look like we're going to have a rebellion here. Although we'll see if it actually happens or not. We do have some money to spend as well. We'll take a look and see if there's anything that's going to get us a good chunk of it. A little bit of money there we could do. Let me see here if there's any more money with the church. No. Okay, so we'll just go with the workshop and we'll build it right here. All right, excellent. Our spy masters died. I don't know. I think he was one of the cheaper ones. So yeah, we're going to end up paying more money now if we get a level 3. I suppose we don't really need a level 3 anymore, although we are trying to get caught up in tech again. But we don't have that ideal group, so that's not an issue. I'm not really seeing any cheap ones. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any cheap guys, unfortunately. So in that case, I think we'll probably go with, because we are earning a lot of money. But remember, once we start paying for our military again, then, I don't know, I think getting this level 3 one might be, too much. So instead, we'll just go with the level 2. Yeah, we'll just go with the level 2 guy here. So we're not spending too much money once we actually start paying for our forts and our military again, because we're not paying for any of that right now. I do want to take a look and see if we can build any more ships. We can. Excellent. We need more galleys, because we've had the problem of just not being able to gain control of the sea. Spain wants to do a royal marriage. We'll accept that. And expulsion of merchants. So because they've been too successful. So we can do this one here. They stay, and Austria will be mad at us, but we'll get more trade power. Or we can do this one here, and they'll be happy with it. We'll keep them there, because they like us quite a bit. I think we can handle a little bit of a relations penalty there. Alright, so again, just burning off aggressive expansion. We're really trying to get it down with France, because I don't want them joining the coalition. As of right now, we're at negative 22. When we started today's episode, we were at negative 32, so we have made some progress already. So let's go ahead and invest. Well, do we want to? We should probably just wait for it to get cheaper. We would get a little bit of innovativeness for this. Is there anything here that we really have to have? Not really. I don't see why we should pay 879 admin power. We should just let it wait. But because we can only sit at 999, we should spend that. And we're going to continue trying to build up the capital here. I want to get them up to 50 development. That's the goal here. So we're going to put a little bit into there. And just kind of spend some of that admin power. Visit from some shady people. So we'll refuse. Well, prestige is pretty high. Yeah, we'll refuse anyway. We don't really need that ability, honestly. We already have it at 48.3 here. Do we have a claim in Venice? I think we do. Yeah, we have a permanent claim there, so we don't have to worry about getting that. Of course, the main benefit is just for those passive bonuses that you get, such as faster siege times. So Burgundy is now a march of Austria. Man, they have fallen, haven't they? So that'll give them a bunch of military modifiers, and that'll help for if France decides to invade through here. Business is booming, so that has given us 5% trade efficiency, so that's very nice to have. Now, again, we're just earning like stupid amounts of money, which is great. And they've lost influence. All right, did we ever complete this objective? This is the vassalizing of Venice. Oh yes, I think we might try and vassalize them instead of annexing them. Not just to complete that, but because then we can use their navy, and we can always annex them later. And I think vassalizing typically results in less aggressive expansion, a little bit less. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Let me just take a look here. Oh, we don't have any diplomats, so we can't really look at that yet. Who are their allies? Oh, okay, so we might have to fight the Pope. Alright, well, it is what it is, guys. Still trying to get that modifier, get that mission, which I believe is 150 total development, and we're trying to get that done. Just trying to see exactly where this is at, because I don't remember. Is it secure rule? No, it's not secure rule. Developing Lombardy. Here we go. So we're trying to get up to 150 development. We're sitting at 127 currently. So would like to get that built up some. Continue building up, I should say. And of course, we got called into a war against France because Austria and France will be fighting each other probably for the entire 16th century. So yeah, another war with France was unfortunate. Again, it's a defensive war because they're trying to take that one province. So we do have to honor this. So let's go and accept it, and we'll see who all we're going to be fighting. Okay, so we probably have to fight Luke again. And so we'll go ahead and invade them, and then hopefully this time they'll actually give us that territory if I take it. So let's go ahead and take a look. They increased our maintenance again. They're paying for all of the forts as well, which I think is probably unnecessary. We're going to not pay for this one here and just hope that doesn't affect us. So let's go and take a look at our leaders, see which one we want to send in the battle. It's going to be this guy here. So we'll have him invade into Lucca. And he's also better with the sieging. And then we just take a look and see what modifiers we have here as far as river penalties. Doesn't look like we'll have one there. And oh, okay. All right, so we'll help out in this conflict more than likely. I don't see why we wouldn't. I'm waiting for Lucca to come in. If you guys recall, last time they came in a bit late. Here we go. So let's go and attack them now. And it does look like we'll catch them before they leave. We have double the numbers and we have more morale because they just stopped training. So we'll be able to get them defeated there. As far as putting our ships out, let me just take a look here. We currently have 14 galleys. I don't know that would be able to defeat the French force just yet. I don't know. I'm looking in there. I'm not looking here. And so again, looking at them, our enemy here, they have a total of 20 galleys. Oh, wait a minute. This is us. My bad. They have a total of 16 galleys. So Lucca actually has 10. So even Lucca could cause us some difficulty in the naval war. Yeah. And then if they brought their other ships in, yeah, I just don't think we'll be able to control the seas just yet. So if we have any ships out there patrolling, we might want to bring them in. I completely forgot about the ships that we had here. Let's go ahead and tell this war galley to mothball. But yeah, if you guys recall, we were letting these trade ships here repair, and then I just forgot about them. So we do need to send them back out, but there's no point on doing it now since we are at a war, and I don't think we'll control the seas. Not yet. Our navy still just isn't large enough. I think I built too many trade ships. We actually got a lot of those from battles, though, so not all of them were built. Okay, so we will build a siege over here now. I don't think we have to worry about anybody invading, so we'll just put the minimum number here. And let's just see how we want to... I don't know exactly how many we need. We should probably take a look at that first. And is the siege not started yet? There we go. So we'd only need 3 regiments. And so that's all we'll leave here. And, or about that. And we'll just do it ourselves. Just kind of, well, this is probably the best way to do it here, would be to detach the siege. See what they left there. Yeah, they didn't leave the cannon, so we want to leave those. So I was going to leave the cannons here. And then select these guys, have them march the hell out of there. And then with this army here, we'll just go ahead and get rid of one of the infantry. Alright. Kind of reduce the amount of attrition that we're facing here. Alright, so we've got the 5,000 with the general there. So we should be having some good modifiers here. Unfortunately, we do have the -2 because we haven't blockaded them, but getting a lot from the artillery and our leaders. So overall, it should be a quick siege. New trade research is heretical. We'll just lose the depot platter. I don't want to lose any prestige. Oh, we have this battle here as well. I didn't even see those guys. This happened last time. This is going to result in somebody else getting in, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, I would have liked to get that in my hands. Alright, well, whatever. Nothing to be done about it. I don't think we have a claim here, so... Yeah, we don't have any claim here. So they probably wouldn't have granted it to us, and if they did, it would have got us a lot of aggressive expansion, so... It's probably best that we just try and get Lucca, which, again, it does look like this is going to be a very quick siege because of our modifiers there. I wish I could battle their fleet, but I know if I sent my ships out here, which they haven't even repaired yet, but I know if I sent my ships out here, then we would see a serious issue there because the French Navy would probably come. You know, they would come and attack us. All right, so Siege of Lucca is done. Fantastic. Now let's go and merge these guys and maybe send them into conflict against the French. Just kind of help out and maybe get ourselves higher war score. You know, so that maybe we might be able to even get peace, and then also get us war participation so the Austrians will be more likely to give us territory. So the siege would be here, and we would have to keep the entire army there, since, you know, we don't want to have happen what happened last time. We could also attack them over here, I suppose. I don't know if they've got any fortifications along here. It looks like that's a no, so really just need to take that province. So let's go and move over there. I don't see anybody currently sieging it. And let's just hope that 20,000 is enough. We might go ahead and bring another army in just in case to make sure that we win there. Yeah, the supply limit would be maxed out in these areas. Let's go here, I suppose. That is their capital, so there's actually a fort there. All right, so yeah, we'll take those out. And then this guy here, see where they're currently gonna rebel. And it looks like it's gonna be in this area here. So we're gonna move this guy here so when they rebel, they'll be attacking us. And we'll get that hills modifier. If it even happens. Which it might not. Looks like it's probably not going to happen. Let's also make sure that we don't have, I don't know why I keep clicking that, have war taxes on. We do not. We do not want to be losing that right now. The 2 military power. So yeah, we'll do these 2 sieges here, guys. And that's how we'll get ourselves a bit of war participation. And is the war already over? Okay, they pulled them out. Well, that's not good. They're forced to give some of their income, so France must have really focused on conquering their provinces. Does look like they're forced to annul all treaties with Austria as well. So yeah, you can see the French all throughout here. We actually should probably bring troops up this way, though I don't know if we'll get to. It does look like there's a lot of allied troops over here. We'll see if we need to bring anybody. Let's get these sieges done first. We'll see if they come into our territory or not. We do have a fort blocking them from going there, but they could come this way because our fort there is turned off, so it's something to be concerned about. We're still earning very good money despite the fact we're paying for our military and almost all of our forts, though, so I suppose we could turn that fort on just because of how much money we have. And Lucca is now done with, and it looks like we just annexed them. Excellent. Very, very nice. So we did get a bunch of aggressive expansion from that as well. Can't see how bad that is, but overall that is quite a bit of aggressive expansion, so we'll have to see if that ends up resulting in them, yeah, it could very well end up resulting in a coalition rising up against us. We have succeeded in a mission because of that, because that was the last province we had to take for the Conquer Tuscany mission. And so this will give us, for a total of, wow, 30 years, we're going to get local development cost reduction and yearly prestige. It does seem that this is actually in the province of Milan. So it's not, yeah, that's why it's local development. But a development capital for cheaper, which is good because that's primarily where we develop. And getting that prestige would be really nice as well. So yeah, we'll have this until 1568. And let's just take a look and see if we want to spend. I mean, it's pretty expensive to increase the development here. But again, I do want to get it up to 150. Let's go ahead and just pump a little bit of points in there now. I said 150. I want to get development up to 50. And then we'll have to get total development in the area up to 150 to get that mission succeeded. So I think we're at 129 now, something like that. Let's go ahead and make this into a core. Spend some of that admin and military power that we had. And again, can't deal with their fleet. There's only, well, these are mostly transport ships. It would not be impossible for us to win there. Let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and, oh yes, we do need to, well, we'll unmothball these guys then. Let's go and unmothball them. Well, that means we'll have to pay for them. And then merge these. And give them some months to repair, and then maybe we'll attack there. I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to win with those heavier ships. It'd be 7 heavy ships. 6 galleys. I'm counting that these guys will come over there. We'll see. But I don't want to get have my stuff blockaded this entire time either. So we'll just see what happens. It does look like the Austrians have pushed the French back, so that's good to see. And they have pulled. Oh, and the military coalition has started. This is worrisome because, again, I do think that it's going to be a very large coalition. And Milan gets excellent vintage. -1 unrest. All right, so that'll be super helpful, and yeah, that'll actually result in, I think, some of these ticking down. No, not quite. All right, so sieges still going. One of them's almost done. And you can see everybody joining into these coalitions now. There are going to be more and more countries. This is really going to stymie us a bit, but we did get Lucca, which is what's important. I really wanted to get that province done. It was kind of troublesome, as we saw before. It was kind of a troublesome province for us to gain. So the siege of Avignon is done here. So we still have the siege going here. I'm going to take a guess that some of these are still covered by a fort. We can't take any provinces except for these two here, because there's forts covering just about everything else. So if we want to attack again, we have to attack and do one of those forts. I do want to take that province over, so I think we might go ahead and march on over there with one of our units. Let's actually do it with this 12,000 man army. Now, they do have cannons. They don't have a leader, though. We can go and get him a leader. Why not? Let's go and recruit a general. Gets his army professionalism. And he's okay. He's not bad. I think he's actually might be better than the one that we have here with the larger army, isn't he? Yeah, he is. We'll keep him here because we're going to do that siege. Alright, so this guy will go ahead and take these two provinces for us. Well, this guy comes over here. Hopefully we get there first. We'll see. I'm not too worried about the penalty for crossing rivers or anything like that because it's only 1,000 men. We have occupied that territory. It looks like somebody else is already occupying this one, so we won't be able to do that. And we have finished up the battle here where we killed their 1,000 men. Now we're sieging down that province. Let me just take a look and see how many troops are actually here, since it did just get sieged down and taken, I think. They still have a full garrison. All right. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like the Hungarians have taken over the papacy. Interesting. All right. Well, they'll be selecting a papal bull here soon. And now the question is, do we want to invest, or do you just want to keep getting these? You know what? I guess we'll go ahead and invest. We'll see if we can't get control. Last time we didn't want to do it because the Papal States had like a stupid amount of points, but yeah, somehow the Hungarians still got it. Alright, so we need to move this army to somewhere. And they did do this one here with the development cost reduction, so that's nice. Alright, so let's see which fort we want to go to next. I suppose it would make the most sense to come on over to this fort. Now, we are, of course, taking attrition in these, but even then, we still have very good manpower. So, not too worried about that right now. They do have an 18,000 man army there. We'll let them attack us, though. We'll see what they do. They're probably going to try and finish up their siege, actually. We almost have this siege done, so that'll give us some more war score. At this point, we're not really trying to get control of any of these territories, though. Is there anything we can do here in Venice? Like just support rebels, which, yeah, I don't think we'll see that happen. Have much effect. Because I don't think they have too many rebellion problems, no. So no reason to do that. Oh yes, that's right. I just remembered. I was trying to get the crown lands up to 40% so we could do one of those, take one of these that gave us actual power. I suppose the admin power one would be pretty useful to have. So that would be an option. It does reduce their loyalty. And I think they all have one of those choices here. Yeah, you have one for military power, and then you have the one with the burghers for the diplomatic power. Let's do the admin power one. I think that's the most useful one, and I find with the clergy having those penalties and getting a little bit more land as well. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, so we went out our first privilege here, guys. And again, this is going to get us more admin power. So just seeing where our power is currently at, we're getting 9 admin power, 8 diplomatic, and 7 military. Again, our leader is currently not very good. The king is garbage. As far as ticking any of these up, I don't think we are going to. We could tick him up, make him even better. I think he is one of the 50% cost ones, so it might be worth it just to get the admin power quicker. And we do have a lot of money that we're just sitting on right now, so yeah, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and do that. And then now that we've done that, we can go ahead and get another building constructed, I suppose. We'll take a look and see if there's any good options here. Like something that might get us a lot of trade power. Doesn't look like we have anything for trade power. Not a lot anyways. How about workshops? Anything that's going to get us a lot of money? No, not really. How about the churches? Yeah, there's just not a lot of great options, honestly, as far as like what to build. Like there's some stuff here, but none of it's like fantastic. How about some manpower? I guess we have one that gives us 500 there, so I guess we'll go for that. Yeah, let's go for that one, guys. All right, excellent. Ships. That's right, I wanted to build more ships. We'll get more war galleys going. How many more can we get? We can do one more. So yeah, let's go and go up with one more. I don't know if we'll actually attack here with these galleys. I feel like we could beat the French fleet. Because they have, oh, excuse me, they have one large ship. I was thinking they had 2 large ships. I do not. Those are the light ships. So we could actually probably beat these guys. Now, they might bring more ships over here. Because, yeah, it's all transport ships, which are garbage. Yeah, I feel like we could win against both of these fleets. Yeah, I was looking at light ships thinking they're the heavy ships, and that's not the case. So I think we could win here. We just got to wait until our galleys finish repairing, which is going to take about 3 more months, maybe? I don't know how much it ticks up each month right now because we have that, that building there. Administrative ideals of Katerina. This will get us some admin power. Well, thank you, Katerina. So our wife has already given us some benefits. A loan offer. Why would I want that? Oh, that's okay. I think it's interesting that they now offer stuff like that. And ooh, the French military just came over here and attacked us. All right, well, that's not good. So what we do want to do is turn this fort back on because they will be able to attack us here. And they attacked our smaller army. So that's not really surprising that we're going to lose there. As you can see, we do have a decent general, probably better than theirs. They have no general. So we probably did pretty high casualties with a higher discipline. They do have much higher morale than us. Why is that? So it looks like power projection's getting them a little bit. Oh, the Defender of the Faith here. And then the fact that they're in the Golden Era. Okay. We'll finish up that siege. We'll have to finish this one. And then we'll have to bring the army over there to deal with them. But yeah, we did lose that battle, unfortunately. So yeah, they're going to retreat. And you can see that I think that they got higher casualties than us, despite the fact that they won the battle. That is fine. So you guys will retreat over to here. And then maybe we'll go right back. Yeah, I think we'll just go right back. We'll see if they attack us. Because we almost have this siege here done. It does look like okay, we're about to lose the opportunity to get these. These are still pretty damn expensive, though, with the 759 cost. But because we're in a war right now, getting the military one would probably be quite worth it. And I don't see any troops here preparing to attack us, so it would give us the opportunity to switch over to one of the new units without hopefully having any penalties there. Yeah, let's do this, guys. It gives us more innovativeness as well. So as far as what you get here, you're just not getting anything. You're just getting the innovativeness, so I don't really want to spend the admin power. I'd prefer to, like, spend it on increasing our development. All right, so we've invested in that. And that means we do want to go ahead and change up our unit types. Let's change up our infantry to one of these two, the free shooter infantry or the tertio infantry. As far as their differences go, tertio is, as you'd expect, given their nature, are more defensive, and the free shooter infantry are more offensive. Specifically, it's offensive shock versus defensive shock, and that'll affect how much casualties we face there. And offensive morale versus defensive. So the morale here is pretty even. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the tertio infantry, guys. It doesn't have a huge effect which choice you go with there. But it's something to consider. Naples is no longer considered as Milan as a rival, probably because we're too large for them, perhaps, and that might mean that we can't rival them any longer. Yeah, I think that might end up being the case. Not entirely sure. They might not have ever been a rival. Oh, no, they are. We might lose the ability to rival them. We'll see. Are we embargoing them? We are not. We could have embargoed them, but we're not. And yeah, we won't be able to do it while we have a truce with them. Okay. That's probably why we weren't embargoing them. So almost have this done. We have to watch this, make sure they don't send. It does look like they are sending them. So we should probably take off. It doesn't look like we're going to make it out of there. 11th of May is when we're going to get there, and that is just not soon enough. try going somewhere that might go a little bit faster. No, there's no way to get out of here. They will attack us, and we might end up losing that entire army now because they'll beat us so quickly. Yeah, we did lose the whole army. All right, so that's unfortunate. So we'll have to rebuild our army now that we had there. All right, well, that's okay. We've got this army here that we'll be able to send over this way. So yeah, they're going to attempt a siege there. We just need to hurry up and get this siege done here. We got both sieges done. Oh, nope, we got this one done. All right, well, let's go ahead and take this army. We're going to keep this army here again because this is our better general. And we're going to keep him here, and we're just going to go ahead and start knocking out some of these provinces here. Again, just trying to get the damn war score up. Because as of right now, our side is currently losing the conflict, and this siege is taking forever. That general's garbage at sieges. So let's go ahead and go over here, and we'll attack that army there. And continue taking provinces over here that aren't protected by additional fortifications. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these guys here defeated. Does look like they're going to send the larger French army here, but yeah, that's not a problem, because they will not get here in time. And what is this about? So we can either get the stability with the inspirational leader, which is plus 10% discipline. It looks like we're going to get that no matter what. So it's just a matter of prestige or stability, which will take the stability, put us up to +3, and we already have maximum prestige right now. All right, excellent. So yeah, we are doing great, and we are actually earning prestige. Wow. Our base prestige at this moment, because we just get so much from other things, is 100. So it increases all the way up to 100. That is awesome. Our prestige is so ridiculously high, guys. All right, so we won that battle. Maybe we might be able to actually get an even battle this time. But I think we should attack them. If they're going to attack our province, then that would be the best way to do it, and then get the modifier. And then let's go and continue taking the provinces here. This one will be taken back by that fort, so no reason to go there. Just looking for their fortifications here. It looks like they don't have any covering this region along here, so we should be able to take these provinces. We'll grab that one next. Just looking for the French armies. I'm not really seeing them. Just that one right there. I don't know where the armies that were here doing that siege, but they did quit the siege. They could be anywhere. It's hard to say. Alright, so they did go there. Excellent. So let's go and attack them there. As far as numbers go, we'll be equal. Our general is actually not as good at the shock there. You know what? We might want to go ahead and change him up to this one here, because I think this one's better. Yeah, this guy's a lot better. So let's go and change him up since we lost that army. This will have a much better fire. The same shock, so nobody gets a modifier there. So there won't, basically the leaders won't have any effect there for the most part, other than in the fire phase we'll have a little bit of a bonus there. They have higher morale than us, a lot higher morale than us. But we actually have the higher tactics and the higher discipline. So therefore, we're doing more casualties and taking less casualties. But they might actually win the battle simply because of their higher morale. But the overall cost of it's going to be much, much higher for them than it is for us, though it does look like they're going to lose anyway. I think that terrain bonus had an effect on that. All right, excellent. So as you can see, the number of casualties they face compared to us is significantly different. We took about not even 2,000 casualties, while they took almost 1,300 casualties. Or excuse me, 13,000 I meant. So quite a big difference there. Also had a lot of effect on the war score as well. So now let's go ahead and go after that province. Now that we've got our win here. We'll go after that province. We were able to completely destroy the army that was there. And now we'll try and get that province taken. And I want to say we did mark this as something we're interested in, so they might grant it to us, or maybe we can't. Oh, in a war you can't change that. Damn it. Or you can't change it what countries you're actually... Okay. Because a war ally already claimed it. Well, at least we can keep the Austrians from getting it, I suppose. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to this province next. Again, just continue taking these provinces. Let's see how much this is going to cost us, 757. I'm still waiting for it to get a little bit cheaper. Maybe another year. Yeah, because the year is about to change, so it'll be a 40% cost after that. And then that'll probably only give us like 2 innovativeness at that point. But again, it does save some admin power, so might as well wait. These guys are ready. The war galleys are ready. Let's attempt in a battle here, and we might end up losing. If we lose, we lose. It's fine, guys. I mean, it's not fine, but I prefer to win it. But let's just see what happens. Remember, we do have an admiral here. He's got 3 maneuvers, so he's not great. Their admiral is much better overall. But whatever, we'll see what happens here, guys. All right, so we've got the battle going. Again, as far as our ships go, we have the galleys. They don't have any galleys. They just have light ships and transport ships. So as long as they don't bring their heavy ships over here, we should win this battle. They do have the better fire modifier, though. They're getting the better rolls, too. And we have occupied that province, so let's go ahead and take another one. I think, yeah, this one's protected by a fort. That one is. This one's not. So let's go after this one and then that one. Just continue taking the provinces, trying to get that war score up. Again, though, it does look like we're just barely winning the conflict right now. And the French are currently about to win that battle there. I think this battle here had a big effect on the overall war. Got 90 days left before we lose the innovativeness. So I think we should still get it in January when that ticks down and gets cheaper, which is nice. Now, a lot of these provinces here aren't covered by forts. You see a long strip of provinces here. We might need to relook at our current fort arrangement. Oh yes, let's take a look at this battle here. See how things are going. It does look like we are having some problems. They did bring a heavy ship in. Okay, so that's unfortunate. So that's gonna make it a little bit more difficult, but I think we're still gonna win. It does seem to be the case that we will win this battle. And we did sink their heavy ship. Excellent. All right, that is fantastic. We actually captured a ship. We captured one of their transport ships. Okay. And we sunk 8 of the transport ships, or we sunk 7, captured 1, and sunk the heavy ship, so that's what matters. We got that heavy ship sunk, so that's a big win for us. Let's go on back into here, and then as far as the transport ship goes, let me see if that's like costing us a lot. Yeah, because we're building all those galleys. I suppose we'll keep the 1 transport ship, and we'll just like put them in here to be mothballed until we need them. Mothball that guy. Eventually we're going to need a transport fleet, so. Alright, we also got another war galley done. Alright, so let's go to merge some of these up. That'll give us 14 war galleys. Okay, that's strange. I thought we had 14 and then we added 1. Apparently not. We lost a couple ships. Because we had 15, so yeah, we did lose a few ships there. So that's a bit unfortunate, but I think it was worth it, what we gained in that conflict. Oh yes, this is done, so let's go ahead and go into another, well, yeah, these are covered here, this one's covered here, yeah, both of these are covered here. So yeah, that one's not covered, so we'll go after that one and try and take, again, any provinces we can without having to actually do the fortification battles, so those are worth more overall. I prefer to just try and get some of these easier provinces taken. Only take a month. This is almost done here, so that's going to be helpful. Again, we're just waiting for the month to take over, and then we'll take a look at the admin cost here and see if this is what we want to invest in. Yeah, it's only 67 now. It's only a 35% modifier, and we can still get the +3 innovativeness for the next month. So let's go ahead and do that. And of course, being ahead of time, if you guys didn't know, does give benefits in these 2 categories, Diplo and Admin. You don't get any benefit for being ahead of time in the military. So it gives the +20% production efficiency and the negative -0.05 corruption. All right, excellent. So as far as where innovativeness is at right now, it's almost at 30. So that's reducing power cost by about 3%. Has a little bit of effect, I suppose. Because we're making so much money now, all of these events that, you know, base it off of your yearly income are going to become incredibly expensive. I hate that one. I absolutely hate that one. Whenever I used to play this on my own little personal mod, I actually redid that event and made it better. But typically, if I play on at all, I play with like a little mod that just makes a few minor changes, and that's one of the minor changes it always makes is gets rid of that event. Because I hate that event. It's so stupid. It's just an event to take your damn money. So it has nothing to do with what's going on either. So we've got Luca has a core now, so that's excellent news. And about 35% on the siege there. Looking for where else we should move next. I guess we can take all these ones here now. Yeah, let's go ahead and go after... Yeah, let's kind of slowly move down here and get these taken. And then maybe we'll go after that fort. I don't know. It does look like they have a large army here that's currently moving this way. So we might need to go chase them down. You'll notice that Spain is formed. Look at that. So it did form diplomatically since Castile has absorbed Aragon. So yeah, it is. Philippe in this playthrough was the king of Spain. So yeah, that's how that went down. And so now we have a unified Spain, which is going to be a lot more powerful. And remember, they are our ally now, so that's kind of why I wanted to make that alliance with them, because I knew that they were going to be pretty powerful, and it was going to be useful to have them as an ally. I wanted to see if Naples has created a new alliance with the Hungarians. Damn it. Alright, so that's a real problem. How about the Venetians? Have they done anything? Any new allies? No. Okay. So we'll still be able to declare war on them, but there's no point on doing it since we can't really take any provinces because of the high aggressive expansion that we currently have. I still don't see where their army went, so let's just move down here. Maybe that'll reveal where they're located. Okay, they're right there. So they're going to come and try and get rid of one of these sieges. We'll wait and see exactly where they're going before we move, and we'll continue taking these provinces here. Okay, so that's where they're going to go after. So that's where we will attack them. And we should hopefully be able to get the win. Let's finish up this province here first, though, before we go over there. Alright, and now let's go after that province. What we want to do is make sure we attack from a place we don't get the river penalty, if that is at all possible. Maybe not. Yes, it is possible if we attack from right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and deal with this army here. As far as, yeah, there's not going to be any train penalties for either one of us. And then there shouldn't be any river penalties, so this is just going to be all about our troops and our leaders. As far as the leaders go, they're a 3-3, while we are a 4-3. So we'll get one modifier for the fire phase. We can't get the diplomatic, which remember we are behind time here, so we will go ahead and get this. It'll give us the naval equipment manufacturing, and now we are actually on par here. We do need to still get caught up to where we're at on these two, where we're at level 12. And that'll give us more naval morale, and we'll be able to slander merchants. And then we can build the naval batteries as well. Oh, they did attack us here. That's unfortunate. I didn't even see that battle. Looks like we're just barely going to lose this. Unfortunately, you know, getting that -2 train penalty is big. But I think we should end up doing more casualties to them. Yes, you can see that we caused a lot more casualties than we took. With, about, what is that? Maybe 10,000 something casualties. Compared to our about 5,000 casualties. Alright, so we did get defeated, so that is unfortunate. Let's try and take that province. You're so close to getting it, too. We'll have to go back there now. And we'll go back as soon as we can. How's this battle going? We got a lot of big battles going on right now. Just seeing if there's any other... There's more ships attacked. We should also take a look and see if these guys are ready to go back into battle. They are, so let's go and attack them there. And let's see how this battle goes. So it does look like we won that. Alright, excellent. And we are just causing stupid amounts of casualties to them because of our very, very high discipline right now. So these are quite costly to the French. They gotta be starting to run low on manpower, you'd think. They got 34,000 manpower left, which is really not a lot for France. And when we're killing like 10,000 men per battle, and yeah, if you consider the fact that, you know, they haven't even refilled the losses in armies like this here and this one up here, I think we're in a pretty damn good spot. Let's go and go back here now. They can come attack me again if they want. Again, they're going to run out of troops eventually. They can only go so long before they run out of troops. So we did do this battle over here. We actually gained a galley from it. We actually captured one of their galleys. That's all we did, though. We just captured that one. All right, so let's go ahead and go back home and repair. But I think we do, at this point, control the Mediterranean. That's what it looks like. Now, they do have a lot of ships left still, though, so I'm not entirely sure where those ships are at. But let's just take a look and see exactly what the enemy navy looks like. So they currently have 6 heavy ships, all in the possession of France, 23 light ships, 5 galleys, and 12 transport ships. So essentially 11 total fighting ships compared to what we have, which is 15. Now again, those heavy ships are worth way more in a battle than a galley would be, but even with the modifier. for being here in the inland sea. I almost feel like we control the sea now, though, despite the fact that they have those heavy ships. Yeah, it kind of feels that way. Might be able to let our ships go back out. Yeah, we'll look at it. Maybe we'll try and take this fort here so we can just destroy the ships they have here. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do next. After we take this province, go after that fort there. That'll also stop them from coming through here. Yeah, that's one way to deal with this. So we're back here. It looks like the French army is already on the move. They're probably coming to attack us now. And we have not quite replenished ourselves where we can actually fight them. So let's leave. Because remember, they move. Once they get here, we won't have time to leave. Alright, so now that we've taken this province, let's go and go after this fortification now. It does suck that our better general is, not being attacked over there much. He isn't doing as much fighting. So they are moving here. Let's go ahead and go, because we're not going to get any bonuses there to attack us right here. Let's go here, where we'd actually get a bonus. Are they going to hit us? It's hard to say. Yeah, it looks like they are going to hit us there. Alright, so that's unfortunate, because, yeah, we do not have the morale. I probably should have went back into my own lands. If the battle lasts long enough, then we won't lose the army, but... Okay, the Austrians are sending 1,000 men in. I mean, it looks like we won. We actually won that battle. That's shocking. I really didn't think we'd win that. Yeah, we ended up winning. We barely took any casualties, about 1,000 compared to, again, they've taken some significant casualties. What's it, like 8,000? Yeah, we were just wreaking havoc against them. And it looks like we should be able to capture or catch them here, which results in us destroying that entire army. Excellent. No cost to us. So that went very, very well. So far, the conflict against France is going very well. Yeah, this is going nicely. All right, so we'll just keep things going. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, what do we got here? So we've made peace with them. And it's a white peace. Well, that's a shame. So no point on keeping our troops here. Might as well go ahead and bring them back over this way. I don't know if we want to go further. I feel like we've already taken a lot of casualties, already helped out in this conflict a lot. Although you'll see that France has taken territory up here. So what we might want to do is go help them out there, especially with their fort. Because I don't know if they're going to do it themselves, and that is negatively affecting us there. So I almost want to just go ahead and get this fort taken back for the Austrians. And because I'm not really seeing any French troops anywhere right now. So I feel pretty safe here. Well, there's 11,000 right there. It's 2,000 there from their alliance. 24,000. Okay, that army is building up right now. So that's the army we could see invade into our territory. Potentially. They would have to take this fort, though. I'm actually surprised they were able to go down here because of that fort you think would block it. But I guess because that was allied territory. But I don't know they'll be able to do that now. They might not be able to come into here. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see, guys. Again, we'll go ahead and take that. This siege here is almost done, and their fleet is back out. This is the level 2 trader, and he'll be cheaper, which is very good because we actually are paying full price for our current guy, and he's not even going to get us a very good benefit. So yeah, let's go with the level 2 trader that's cheaper, which would be this guy here. I'm just seeing, yeah, these guys are expensive. So let's just go with this guy here. We could even improve his ability because we have the money, and I don't see any reason not to. Let's go ahead and improve that just a bit because, yeah, we're doing great on money right now. Let's take a look here. I think we should have a new galley, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and merge those. I don't know if we can build any more galleys. We'll take a look. Looks like we could build one more after the one that's currently building. We'll just keep it building. That'll get us up to, well, let me see, what are we at right now? We're at 16, so yeah, we'll build one more. That'll get us up to 18 war galleys. All right, so okay, we need to attack these guys here. If we're fully repaired with that one galley, and what I'm thinking about doing is actually moving, I almost want to move this guy out of here, just so he's not in my way. Move him on over to here, we'd have to stop his mothballing. All right, so we're gonna try and attack them. They'll probably try and leave, I assume. We did finish up the siege here. All right, excellent, so we're gonna take this province next. I'm surprised to see this number here. that we're doing so terrible in the overall conflict. I mean, they do have the ticking war score. I think that's what's causing it. We got to get that province back. So that is a problem. About to take this province back though, so that'll help with that. Alright, so these guys should be mothballed again. Alright, so 16 ships going after them. I don't know if we'll catch them. Probably not. Yeah, it doesn't look like we'll catch them. We'll keep chasing them though. See if we can't get them somewhere. Yeah, I think we're going to get them right there. Alright, excellent. So I think we can take all of these provinces here now without having to worry about any fortifications. We'll continue taking French provinces. Alright, so we did engage their fleet there. This is, what is it composed of? 3 light ships and 8 transport ships, so going to be an easy battle, even if they do have a better admiral than we do. We should be able to win this fairly easily, and we didn't capture any ships, we just sink a transport ship and 2 light ships, though. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back home and repair this fleet. And I think that is actually where we are going to end the episode here today. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. A little bit of war with France going on, and we did gain this all-important territory here. So that was big for us. But now we do have a lot of aggressive expansion again, so we are going to have to burn this off for a while before we're able to do the war with the Venetians, unfortunately. But yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode, and thanks for watching.